Hey y'all, this is Naomi Ruth coming at y'all with my first video. Yeah, this is my first video on YouTube, and based on the title, this video is going to be about back to school advice, whether that be for high school students, college students, students in general, just basically overall the whole experience and how to get through it and how to cope with it, just like with the stress and the anxiety of starting school. So yeah, whether that mean high school, college, preschool, I mean, you could even be preschool, probably not preschool, but probably just high school, college, or whoever may be listening. So this is just basically a rundown of a couple things that will help you get through the semester, the year, however long you have. So just to start with my experience with college, I am currently supposed to be a junior in college right now. Going to be a junior, and I decided to take the fall semester off, basically because I just needed a break. I just needed like some time off. Everything was just getting really exhausting. Everything was getting really crazy. I was losing sight of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, and overall just what the passions that I had, and just kind of losing a lot of my creativity and like my direction. Currently I am trying to go to school for graphic design. A lot of other schools call it visual communications and design, but basically graphic design. I'm very into arts, design, everything like that. So I'm trying to go to school for that, and sometimes it can be discouraging, but either way, I just needed some time off to just kind of like rejuvenate myself almost, and like kind of reinvent myself and find myself in a way. So I decided to take some time off. Just to give you a little background, I basically have transferred to almost 3 schools now. I have gone to 2 different schools, and I'm about to be a junior. And so my first year of college, I went to the school called Taylor University. It's a private Christian school in Indiana, and it was really nice. It was honestly what I would say what my dream school would be. And, you know, just for a lot of different reasons. It was in a great area. The community was awesome. Everyone was so welcoming, caring, and open about sharing their stories and just sharing their own creativity. And the area was nice. It was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It was in this little town called Upland in Indiana, Indiana in the U.S. It was awesome. I really liked it, and I met a lot of nice, cool people. So eventually I moved on from there because of financial struggles, just financial aid, feeling like I can't take care of whatever debt I'll put myself in. And then eventually, after that, I decided to move to a school that was closer to my hometown, which is Kent State University in Ohio. Little Ohio. So that's where I went this past year, and after that year, I mean, it was just a bunch of stress. Like, I don't know, I wasn't really enjoying my time there. I think I was too bent on the fact that I wasn't going to my dream school anymore, or that I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I wasn't enjoying my college experience. I was basically working a bunch of jobs and going to school at the same time. My grades fell so poorly. I mean, my GPA was so bad, like really bad. So yeah, basically overall, the experience wasn't that great, and I just felt really just torn, and a lot of my professors were just I was allowing myself to be discouraged by what other people were doing, what other people were saying about my work, about how I am, who I am. So it was just a stress, you know, not to mention I had some serious issues with dorm life. My roommate that I was paired with, I mean, my first roommate from my first school, Taylor, was awesome. Me and her are still good friends, but the second school though, the roommate that I had, oh my gosh, it was just a crazy experience. I will get to that in another video, but yeah, so basically that's just like my whole experience with that. that. And so at the end of all of that, I decided to take some time off school just to really by myself. So so yeah, so I'm here on this video, and I decided part of that time that I was going to take off, I was going to start a YouTube channel. I was just super passionate about YouTube. I always would watch YouTubers, all that. So I just decided to just create my own and just like basically share my own creativity and everything out there. Anyway, just after that backstory, basically I just wanted to give 5 tips for, you know, just getting through the college experience or the high school experience, just school in general. Just want to give you guys a little bit of like some feedback, some advice on how to survive it all. Okay, so I am going to give you guys 5 tips on what it is basically going to help you get through and survive college or school and all that. So first off, it really, people try and say that, oh, you gotta go to the top schools, and you know, you gotta go to schools where you get the best education, the best, you know, experience with this, with art, with sports, which is, you know, is true. But at the same time, if you're having struggles with belonging or feeling like you belong or finding a school that you truly feel like you're at home, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what school you're at. It's about what you make out of it. It's about the experience that you yourself are allowing to get out of it as an individual in that school. Because, you know, schools aren't a certain school. One school is not going to be for every person that goes there. And basically just being so, you know, bent up over not being able to go to school that I truly want to, and just letting that affect my whole college experience, and just being sad and depressed about it. You just can't, because you have to make the most out of every experience that you have in life, and that includes school, education, because it's not just about the homework and the projects. It's about, I'd say, community, and it's also about connecting. It's also about networking, and also just being able to get out there, travel if you can, and just be better, learn more things about the thing that you are studying, and as well as just being more experienced in your skill, refining your skills that you are trying to study that area in. Sorry if my words are like, ugh. So yeah, that's my first point. My second point is to give it your all, which is kind of like piggybacking off the first point. Giving your all means, you know, take everything that you're doing in school seriously. Like, if you want to do well in all your classes, if you want to get all A's, girl, you could get all A's, okay? But you just gotta put in the work, you know? You're not, you know, just if you feel like, oh, I'm just gonna give B or C work and I'll get a decent GPA. No, do your best. Like, do your best in all your classes. Learn in all of your classes, even the classes that aren't even in your field. Like, actually take the time to learn in each class. Take notes. Actually, like, you know, absorb all of the information that you're getting and the knowledge that you're getting, because you never know. You know, it may seem like, you know, oh, this isn't gonna, you know, help me in the future. Why do I have to take this class? I'm not gonna be, you know, working in this field. Okay, but at the same time, that isn't, you know, you're kind of like missing out on information that you may never know, because there's a lot out there in this world, and I feel like that we should all know at least a little bit about everything that goes on, rather than just being in our own little worlds. You know, let's, you know, go outside the box, outside our little bubble, and learn about other things that's going on in the world. Hey guys, I really apologize if like if the video like looks like it's shifting, or it's like zooming in or whatever. I'm trying to work with this camera. You gotta work with what you got, okay? Okay, so the third tip is to not overload yourself. Now, there's a lot of people that can work really well with a lot on their plate. I would say I'm one of those people, and that's the reason why I do what I do. I'm always busy. I always overload myself with stuff, which, you know, it can make you a very productive person, but at the same time, it could also make you go through periods of, like you fizzle out almost, like you break down, or, you know, you feel like you're overwhelmed almost with all the stuff going on. So, you know, like me, I had like 3 jobs. Why would you have 3 jobs and go and be a full-time student? Now, if you are in a, like, you know, a circumstance where you have to do that, you know, because you have bills to pay and stuff like that, because me, I was just living in dorms, you know, I didn't have, like, a place to stay. I wasn't paying for my own stuff, really. All I had was a car to take care of. So, you know, hence, if you are like me, who really didn't have that many responsibilities, had little bills to pay, but not, like, to the point where you're totally independent, don't have 3 jobs. Don't have 3 jobs. Like, because literally what's crazy is that I had 3 jobs, and literally none of that money was saved. Like, it was used towards stuff, but probably not in the best ways. So, when you are a full-time student, try not to have so many jobs. Only have maybe, like, one, and then maybe, like, one that's out of school, and then maybe one that's a work-study job that you only work a few hours, you know, here and there. But either way, don't overload yourself, because you do want to, in order to really immerse yourself in what you're doing in school, you have to be focused, and you have to actually be able to completely focus in on your studies. So, yeah, you can have a job, you can have, you know, so that you can earn some income, but don't overload yourself. And that also includes, don't overload yourself with school activities, with credits even, because, you know, you don't necessarily, everyone feels like they have to rush, you know, they have to, like, take, like, 18, 20 credits just, you know, to get through the 4 years. And, you know, people do that because it takes a lot of classes for some of these majors, but don't overload yourself. Don't do, like, too many credits to the point where you literally just have no free time whatsoever. Don't do the bare minimum, because I think bare minimum over here is, like, 12 credits, and then, like, the max that you can do is, like, 17, but, like, do, like, something in between that, or a little closer to the max, but don't go overload, like, because you will stress yourself out, you'll get overwhelmed, you overload yourself to the point where you literally just burn out. So, you know, just take your time with how you're planning out your year, and don't put too much over yourself, you know. And also that comes with activities. If you have a few clubs that you're in, that's great, but kind of commit yourself to only a couple little things, you know, so that you can also have time for other social activities with your friends, family, whatever the case may be, because I had literally no life, okay? Like, I had friends, but my friends were not really, like, checking up on me as much, because they knew I was always busy. I was always working. I was always doing this, that. Yeah, so that's my 3rd tip. My 4th tip would be, piggybacking off of that, you are on your own journey. Everyone's journey is different. Some people have, like, the regular traditional 4 years of school, getting a bachelor's degree and done, you know, going in the dorms all 4 years. That's, you know, traditional. But everyone's on their own journey, especially with me. I've transferred to 2 different schools, and I probably won't be able to do just 4 years. I might have to go to 5 years, but don't stress yourself over that too much. Just as long as you're getting your education, and you know you're going to get it within the next, like, few years or so, don't stress yourself so much about, oh, you know, I wish I was, you know, I had it as easy as those regular students who just get to live in the dorms and go to class and all that. That's all I gotta do with. And I got a couple bills to pay, and, you know, don't stress so much that, because everyone's on their own journey. Honestly, whatever you're going through in that period of time, it's basically preparing you for what, basically the rest of your life. And you are in this moment in school, and enjoy it. Try and enjoy it as much as you can, because you're not always going to be in school. You're eventually going to have to get that career, get that job, and just work that. Not either you get a 9-to-5 or a freelance business, whatever the case may be. You're basically, you know, it's preparing you. It's strengthening you, and it's giving you experience so that you can, you know, step by step have more responsibility. So yeah, It's your own journey. Don't worry about what everybody else is going through. It's all about you and your growth personally. And for my 5th tip, don't let others tell you your worth, and don't let others discourage you. Now, this happens for people that are in their specific major or career. This happens a lot for people in like a lot of those creative careers, like, because it can be kind of like competitive in like graphic design majors and art majors even, and then other majors as well, like computer science. All of them have some sort of point where you may feel discouraged, like you feel like someone else is getting more ahead than you are. But don't let others push you to the point where you are literally trying to tell yourself, I'm not good enough at this. Oh, I should just stop doing this completely. Like, why would I ever be in this major? Just stop letting people do that. I know it's hard sometimes because, you know, you could get discouraged when you see that this professor is giving you really bad, tough feedback, especially like for art majors, design, critiques, you know, telling you basically your work is not good. You know, I had like a Asian professor, and she had a very strong accent, and she was like, you know, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, and look at your other classmates. Look at your other classmates and what they have. It's like, you know, it's I understand like the whole critiquing process, you know, the critiquing process and basically looking at how you can improve in your work. But sometimes when your professor is telling you, look at what your other, you know, students are doing, it's like, oh, well, what about my work? Like, you know, like, my work should be original. It shouldn't look like everybody else's. And, you know, but yes, you should take their feedback. You really should, because they have been there and have more experience than you did, and they're teachers for a reason. But don't let that put you so down, though, to where you're like, oh, my work isn't good enough. I'm never going to be good and everything. You know, I'll never amount up to those other people. Don't let yourself get to that place, because you yourself are your own specialty. Like, you know, you enjoy this, you have passion for it. Just, you know, honestly, y'all, you need to love what you're doing. I know that some people say, oh, well, you know, you can't make a career in art. Well, you could be creative and make a career in art, or you could do something that is affiliated with art, that you know that you could get a steady income. But either way, that's in another video. But I'm just letting y'all know, just in general, don't let other people discourage you, because your work is divine, just like everybody else's. You know, just, you are your own person, you are your own unique style, and you are special in that way. Don't ever let somebody discourage you and make you think that you're not good enough in your own work and your own specialty and skills. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my tips today. I will have more tips coming along. If you guys like this video, please like it up and subscribe if you get the chance. And then you also, I think, have to hit the bell for the notifications, so that you can basically get whatever future videos I have in store. This is my first video, but I have a lot more videos coming for you guys. I am planning to put a lot more videos of back to school advice, back to school vlogs, back to school videos, just everything in that, as well as lifestyle videos, healthy lifestyle, pretty much art creative videos, tutorials, whether you want hair tutorials, makeup, art tutorials, design tutorials, anything along those lines. Also, just like chit chats, a lot of chit chats with you guys. Probably going to take you along with me, a lot of travel vlogs. I have a lot of traveling coming. So yeah, if you guys like stuff like that, just a lot of like tips and everything when it comes to school, when it comes to lifestyle, then I hope that you all keep on watching. So yeah, leave in the comments down below what kind of videos or questions that you may have for me pertaining to back to school, or just anything else that I say I'm going to basically put out there for you guys. So yeah, just let me know, and it's really nice to be able to connect with you all. So just keep living life, keep doing you, keep being unique, keep being original, and love yourself. I mean, I got a lot more slogans I could say to y'all that I could plan, but for right now, take that. Take whatever you heard from me today into your daily life. Alright, talk to you later, guys.